The definition of art has been a divisive topic all throughout history. From the ancient art of painting to the modern arts of video games, people have always had trouble adjusting and adding artistic formats to their caliber. Go back 10 years from now, and minor are the people who would have considered video games to be art. I know it sounds ridiculous these days, but that's how humans work. New things don't sit well with us. This is how I have been feeling in regard to YouTube creations. I doubt many adults who don't watch it regularly would consider it art, but it goes even deeper than that. A lot of people who watch YouTube videos on the daily would still not incline to believe that it is art. YouTube videos are similar to other artistic products in the way that most of them are crap made with as minimal self-awareness as humans are capable of, or shameless money scams mainly targeting children. But there are a few YouTube creators out there that I would describe their artistic caliber and talent to rival such personalities as Tarantino, Stephen King, and Shindo. One of these creators is a 27-year-old black donkey, which has made videos of basically his entire life, starting on Newgrounds and later moving on to YouTube. I'm sure everyone watching this video already knows who Donkey is, which just shows how much of a phenomenon he has become, so I won't go farther into minor details about him. Instead, I will try to briefly show Donkey's approach using examples from his latest God of War video to express how deeply thought out his content is and why I regard it as one of his greatest hits. Let's start with the title of the video, God of War, Dunk View. The humor here is obvious. It blends the words donkey and review. But this type of technique that melds important information and humor together is Donkey's biggest strength. The tag Dunk View separates this video from Donkey's other content and directs the viewer mood to an observational one rather than strictly comedic. The persona that Donkey portrayed is very well built. Donkey's character is based around contrasts. He is treading the line between an intellectual and a childish moron. At one moment, he could be constructing deep arguments toward game critics' reliability.
Yeah, you got some tints from a bunch of pussy-ass sellout reviewers nobody gives a fuck about.
And on the other, he is praising Knack 2 over God of War.
Not Knack 2, come on. Let's not be animals here.
The childish part of his persona is seen by him making obvious mistakes that blend into the information without any acknowledgement that what was said is wrong.
God of War is the first game in the God of War series, and his son, Boy, is constantly seeking his approval.
This type of mistakes are endearing to the viewer, since it's such an innocent way of being wrong that one cannot even classify it as cute.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
Donkey conveys information in a simple formulaic way that is usually him describing something, then making an argument and proving it with in-game footage, while occasionally injecting it with comedic value.
He routinely scolds his son for being such a rambunctious jackass.
It is an effective way to blend comedy with opinions, since it creates an opportunity to prove your claim in any visual way you see fit.
Now I know what you're thinking. This game is just ripping off of Dark Souls. Correct.
Although Donkey's videos are rather short, he is able to depict and shift between tones and at fascinating speed. Throughout this video, that is 4 minutes long, there are about 30 tonal shifts that are typically indicated with the use of background music. From abrasive and taunting,
Hold the phone, Cody Balrog off of Street Fighter looking motherfucker,
to playful and enthusiastic,
but now it's time for a real guy to play the game.
to peaceful and soft with sprinkles of comedic spread in between.
Many of my favorite moments in the game are just them sitting in a boat with Kratos reducing all of these classic fables into the most lifeless, literal interpretations possible.
That way, Donkey can present a huge array of emotions in the limited time he has in each video. Contrasts are vital to comedy, and Donkey uses them to a masterful extent. From talking hastily to calm discussion, from loud noise to silence, and from a calm jazzy track playing over Kratos brutally mauling a monster. The main tool contributing to the powerful contrast is time management. Donkey knows how long each scene he is presenting should be on screen in order to amplify its effect and contrast it with the later scene. For instance, he presents Kratos as a brutal man by keeping the sequence of him beating the shit out of someone on screen for a long time. One thing to notice is that Dunkey defies our expectations by editing away the last hit in this sequence, by cutting it into his next sentence.
It's this contradiction that makes the game so interesting and hilarious.
This gives his next sentence more value and oomph to it. He also contrasts himself sometimes by going from an angry long rant to one short sentence.
Don't know shit about video games, just being stupid again? No, it's actually really good.
Just as Dunkey himself is a legacy, he has minor legacies built in and developed during his videos. His answering captions are a staple in all of his videos and give them a more cynical vibe because of how intentionally bland they are. For years, he has stated in his annual top 10 game series that Super Mario Bros. 2 is the game of the year, every year.
Super Mario Bros. 2 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Super Mario Bros. 2. Fuck you. Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 2 again, baby! Super Mario Bros. 2. Oh, it's still the king. Still the king after all these years. Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 2, you bitch. Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. 2 wins it again, baby. Once again, the champion of once again. That's Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 2 game of the year. Super Mario Bros. 2.
The development that Dunkey gives to his legacy is seen in his approach to Knack. When Knack 2 was released, Dunkey has finally given in by saying that Knack 1 sucked.
I don't actually like Knack.
But follows that up by saying that Knack 2, however, is a masterpiece. Which isn't even false, by the way.
Knack 2, on the other hand, is a masterpiece. Oh, look at the graphics. Look at the graphics.
These legacies pop up in every once in a while, in unrelated videos, and this God of War video is not different.
4 out of 5. Finally, the PS4 receives its Knack killer. Knack 1 that is, not Knack 2. Come on. Let's not be animals here.
He implements comedy in every tool at his disposal, including his descriptions of the videos. Most YouTube descriptions contain shilling and Patreon links, but Dunkey's are mostly one-liners that support the video's comedic effect. Even though Dunkey's style is easy to comprehend, it doesn't deteriorate from the quality of his work and makes it more accessible. Some of the best art pieces are praised for their simplicity. I hope I succeeded in conveying why I adore Dunkey's content so much. I've been watching him for about 7 years and he has been a continuous source of inspiration for me. Unlike other art forms like filmmaking and music, for YouTube videos all you really need is a good idea and a computer, and that makes them very accessible to make. I implore everyone watching this video to take a moment of their time to consider their favorite YouTubers and why they love them. Maybe even find some things in your life that has been influenced by said YouTubers. Thanks for watching.